Hi, I'm Jellybean. Let's do an open box of this Epiphone J200 EC Studio Acoustic Electric guitar with a vintage sunburst color. I purchased it from Musician's Friend, and here's some of the specs on it and some pictures. It does not come with a case. I ordered a separate case, a gator case, and I'll put in the comments later on how that fit, but I'm expecting it to fit pretty good. So hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one. Hi, I'm Jellybean. Today we're going to do an open box of the Epiphone J200 EC Studio Acoustic. So I went to Guitar Center. I tried the Hummingbird and the Dove, and I did not get a chance to try this one, the J200, but the reason I took a risk and got it anyways, first of all, the reviews, the looks, it was the only one that was cut down to where you could reach the frets a lot better. The Hummingbird and the Dove both sounded great, but I got this one because I wanted to be able to reach the frets better. And I did like the thought of the bigger guitar and having more of a bass kind of sound, because that's the kind of the sound that I like. I'm not big on acoustic guitars. I mostly have electric guitars, as you see in my previous videos. And I promised myself I would never get another acoustic guitar because I feel I don't make use enough of them. But then I get rid of them and I miss them because they're the best to practice on. Because especially if you got family and stuff, when you're practicing on an electric guitar, you're either doing it with earphones so everyone else can't hear you, because you don't want them to hear all your screw ups, or you got it super loud and you're annoying the hell out of everybody. When I play a song, I don't learn it in one day. It probably takes a couple weeks, and I'll be playing the same stuff over and over and driving my wife crazy sometimes. So, but with an acoustic guitar, it's not that bad. So, I got this guitar on sale. It's $549 right now, but I got it pretty much for $450 during the holidays. I'm afraid to open it because they were extremely delayed with the delivery. Although Guitar Center did give me a reimbursement, I had to push because I still wanted the guitar. They offered a refund and kept on trying to talk me into a refund because I was getting mad because I couldn't get the guitar, and it was kept on getting the delays on me and giving me another date for delivery and another date for delivery. But you know, you gotta be realistic. It's the holidays. You know, how many drivers you got out there, how many other places they got to deliver. You know what I mean? You can't be selfish, especially during the holidays, about deliveries. But they did give me, after I pushed, they gave me a free case, which is supposed to get here in a few days. But that was a big plus. I'm really happy about that. I'll be even happier when I know that it fits, but from reviews, I've heard that it fits pretty good. It's a gator case for this guitar that Guitar Center is going to send me, and it's going to be a new one too. So let's see what we got here. This is an electric acoustic guitar. I'm not going to be giving you much sample on playing, just pretty much what it looks out of the box and how it's tuned up. And to make sure, I will make sure the electronics work here. I will plug in the 9-volt because it has a built-in tuner, which is a big plus. So it comes with a nice Fishman manual. That's the plug-in that's in the guitar. It's nicely packaged. Let me give you an idea of that before I take everything else out. So this is how it all came packaged. So that's pretty good. Plus another square thing up there that I have not taken out. So it looks pretty good. Also, I had this guitar sitting in the house a few hours. It's getting cold here. So that means the guitar was cold. And I wanted it to adjust to room temperature before I mess with the tuning. Because that does make a difference. Not extremely, but it does make a difference. Here it is as I'm taking it out. Everything packaged very nicely. Again, I just love how Epiphone has been doing their stuff as far as packaging. And this guitar is looking very beautiful. Check out the sides. Make sure I see no cracks. Here's the bottom. And here's your tuners, machine heads. So let's, I know that's going to be way off tune. But the question is, how far off tune? And it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. Alright, so I had to mess around with this a while. Let me show you the right way to put this in. This is how to take it out. This little thing right here you gotta push down, then it'll slide out. I thought for sure that these were not gonna go against the springs, this against the springs. But I guess it does. That's the way it goes in. Positive on this side. It's gonna go in like this. And no, you don't need it to plug in to use the tuner. But you need to put it in until you hear that click. And then you push this in until you hear that click. And then, if you notice, this is blinking here and it's starting to show the notes. Okay? So, let me give this a play and I'll show you where it's at. The blue light on the right is telling you it's too high. The blue on the left is telling you it's too low. But when you get two green lights, like that, two green lights, that tells you that you're in tune for that particular string. All right. So every string was about probably about 3 notes off. Maybe 2 notes on the first E there, and that's not that bad. So this is generally the sound that it'll have. it's going to sound probably a lot louder and a lot clearer for you for two reasons. Number one, like I said, this is not amplified right now, so it's not plugged in. So you're not hearing the sound that it gets from the amp. But some people don't even plan to use it much in the amp. And I probably won't either. I'll probably do some studio recording with it. But, and I might also try to use just like a mic like this and just kind of bring it down, you know, while I'm playing it, and do something like that. Because it's just nice to be free of cables and stuff. Of course, there's different ways to do that. But also, I don't use a pick. I just use my fingers, and I don't have the patience to grow nails. So that sound that you heard is just bare fingers playing, which is pretty much the softest sound you could get on a guitar, which I usually like for the type of stuff I play on the guitar. But the majority of music that you play out there on a guitar, you know, bare fingernails and no pick won't cut it. So you're gonna get a bigger sound like that. But as far as buzzes, here's the 12th fret. Also, take a look at some Marty Schwartz videos when it comes to guitar strings. He's got the best video out there on helping you select the kind of guitar strings that you should get, because that'll make a world of difference. I'm pretty sure these are 12 gauge on here, but it's not just about the gauge. That's usually pretty typical, but the type of strings that you use is a whole nother story. You have so much variety, the material and stuff like that. So take a look at that. So as far as comparing the notes on the 12th fret with the open E, it's right on the money there. It's almost right on the money, which is pretty good. That's the G string. Almost right on the money. So, some of you that might want some extreme perfection, Might want to do some adjustments there, but that's good enough for me. If my 12th note is just a little bit lower than my open string, that doesn't bother me. Your open string, one note, and then your 12th string, a sharper high or a flat lower, that's the kind of difference you don't want. So as long as it's not getting that far, it's usually pretty good. It depends how much of a perfectionist you are. And if you are and you have to have it 100% on everyone, then that's fine. But I'm okay with the way it is here. And the solidness and structure of the guitar seems great. The design seems great. The color is better than I thought. I did not think, I love Sunburst, but I just thought this Sunburst wasn't gonna look as natural as it does. The white on here is just a really nice cream. I thought it was just gonna be like a bare white on Sunburst, and I don't like that, you know. But also the design in the back that it has there. Also, this is not a Chinese guitar. I did not know that. This is made in Indonesia, which is a plus for me. Nothing against Chinese people, because I've been having some good Chinese guitars lately, if you've seen my videos. But at this price, to get an acoustic guitar made in Indonesia, it's not a common thing. So that's pretty good. Also, the strap, like I said, the case didn't come in yet, so I can't tell you the case that came with it. But this is the strap I chose. I looked around too. It looks like it's gonna be a perfect match. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like that. I got this on Amazon. I don't know how to pronounce it. You figure it out. That's the brand right there. They have a great price. But this is the first time I bought from them. But it looks like their guitar straps are really pretty. Perry guitar straps are always my favorite. But even with Perry, I could not find I'm real picky about the color of the strap that goes up my guitar. And I just think this is a real awesome match right here. So if you want to check that out, that's about it. Thanks for watching. My name is Jellybean. Have a good one.